Back, man. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody having an amazing day. Now, I'm mad excited about this video. Just to give you context real quick, I did a video. It was American football fans, which is like, NFL, versus European football fans, which is like what Americans know as soccer. And what everybody around the world get mad at us when we say soccer. So, I got to say football. But they're football fans versus our football fans. And I thought we was going to kill them. I ain't going to lie. I know how the Raider fans is. I know how the USC fans is. Y'all did that video. Y'all check out that video. That video was fire. All I can say is our fans not messing with they fans. But, I was asking somebody, what's another dope video to do? It was like, yo, you need to do the 15 most brutal fouls in football. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know how, aggressive their matches be, you know what I mean? Because I don't watch enough. I'm just starting to watch it now. I got to get a team. Y'all let me know what team I should rock with. But, I know our hits in, like, football, American football, people be getting concussions. People be, you know what I mean? Some people done passed away, after games. But we're going to get to this one real quick. I don't want to do too much talking. This is 15 most brutal football fouls in football. Let's see what they talking about.
Here are the 15 most brutal fouls in the history of football.
They haven't cleared it. Oh, that is a booking.
Number 15. At number 15, the foul was committed by a player normally known for being a good guy. It was in the final match of the group stage of the 2018 UEFA Champions League. Bayern Munich versus Ajax Amsterdam. Both teams were giving their all, and they each scored a goal. However, in the 75th minute, chaos erupted on the Ajax bench. Mueller.
Wait. I got to bring this back real quick. Yo, am I tripping or did he do that on purpose? It kind of looked like he did that on purpose. I ain't even going to lie. Y'all let me know, man. That looked kind of crazy.
Bayern Munich versus Ajax Amsterdam. Both teams were giving their all, and they each scored a goal. However, in the 75th minute, chaos erupted on the Ajax bench.
I got to see that close up.
Mueller attempted to reach a long pass with a high kick and didn't see the Ajax.
Yo, I ain't going to lie. That looked like he did that on purpose, man. Y'all watch it so y'all know if he probably was aiming for the soccer, for the what do y'all call it? The football? For the football. Yo, that looked like he was trying to take him out. I ain't gonna lie.
Mueller attempted to reach a long pass with a high kick and didn't see the Ajax player who wanted to head the ball. The Bayern player directly hit Tagliafico in the forehead with his.
Now you got to get ejected for that. Yo, that don't look like no mistake to me.
Boot studs, causing a laceration. Tagliafico had to receive medical treatment on the field, but luckily was able to continue and finish the match.
Hold on, he was able to continue. Yo, so look, in football out here or basketball out here, he would have went through a concussion protocol. There's no way he would have beat, even if he looked like he was going to beat the concussion protocol, they wouldn't let him come back out there like that because you could die. You know what I mean? Like, that joint.
Mueller, on the other hand, was shown a red card and had to take an early shower.
I know he had to get kicked out for that. Yo, is he a beast? Is any of these two players really good? Y'all let me know, man. Is any of these dudes beasts?
The foul was quite violent but unintentional.
But that was crazy.
However, our top 3 fouls, without a doubt, are brutal. Number 14. In the
For that to be 15, that's wild. Like, that's a crazy hit.
1990 World Cup held in Italy, Cameroon surprised everyone by beating the defending champions Argentina 1-0 in the opening match. But there was a scene from that game that the football world will never forget. Just before the end of the match, there was one last counterattack by Claudio Caniggia.
My man,
during that tackle, even his shoe flew off. Massing was directly sent off, and
yo, so this looks like less of a foul than 15. 15 look worse than this. Even though I'm pretty sure this probably messed dude's whole knee up and everything, but that drop kick looked crazy. I'm still thinking about 15.
One of the worst in World Cup history.
Oh, wow.
Indeed, football is pure emotion, and in some cases, tempers flare up quickly. Okay. Number 13. Our next foul is committed by a player known mainly for his aggressive defending and unsportsmanlike conduct. In the quarterfinals of the Spanish Copa del Rey, Barcelona, with superstar Messi, played against their
That's probably the only dude I know is Messi in this joint. That's crazy, right?
Rivals Real Madrid. Messi's run towards the goal, as usual, could only be stopped by a foul. And while Messi was on the ground, Pepe did this.
Come on, I'm not going to say 13 is worse than 15 though. Like, that's bad. He could have probably broke his finger or something, you know what I mean? Like, that's really bad actually. But I don't know. 15
He
still
stepped on
seems
his
worse.
hand. Messi screamed in pain, and Barcelona went mad, rightfully so. The referee didn't see it, and there was no video.
Yo, for Messi to be the best player, yo, that dude didn't get jumped. You would think the whole team would come over there and jump him. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that to the best player.
Assistant
like that.
referee at that time, so Pepe didn't receive a foul. Messi, on the other hand, was able to continue playing
And he kept
and scored
playing.
the winning goal against Real. After the match, Pepe apologized, claiming it was unintentional. Sorry, Pepe, but it looked anything
Yeah, Messi ain't messing with him. Messi know that joint was intentional. Like,
but
ain't no way
accidental.
that was unintentional.
Number 12. The next foul didn't even result in a yellow or red card, although this tackle nearly killed the other player. In 1988, Rangers were playing against Steaua Bucharest. The Scottish team was known for their rough style of play, but Grame Souness went a bit far.
To the people that play football, when y'all playing against a rough team, are y'all nervous? Like, man, this team a little aggressive, or it is what it is. Y'all don't be tripping off of that.
Oh, that is a booking.
Reckless and
Both of them
dangerous,
look like-
40 years ago, the studs on the boots were made of iron, not plastic. The player who suffered the foul had to undergo surgery, and in the hospital he discovered how serious the situation was. One of his lymph nodes had burst, which could have endangered his life. Fortunately, everything turned out well, and Graham didn't even receive a card for his ugly foul. Number 11.
Why did he get hurt, the dude that did the kick? Because the dude that did the kick, he got hurt also. But yeah, nah, that's crazy.
But let's stay in England. The Premier League is known to be a bit more physical, and John Terry was known to be one of the toughest defenders. However, this tackle knocked him out cold. It was the final phase of a League Cup match between Chelsea and Arsenal, and the score was tied at 1-1. Chelsea earned a corner, and Terry wanted to show off his heading skills.
They haven't cleared it. Oh,
Abu Diaby wanted to kick the ball away from the goal, and Terry attempted a header at the same
Ooh.
time. It was not a good combination.
That looked like the worst one so far. That looked crazy.
Terry wanted to show off his heading skills.
He was coming
they haven't cleared it. Oh,
because his
Abu
force is
Diaby
coming. Both
wanted
of
to
their
kick the
force
ball
going
away
at
from
each
the
other.
goal, and Terry attempted a header at the same time.
Nah, that's crazy.
It was not a good combination.
And he fell
Terry
crazy.
swallowed his tongue, stopped breathing for a short period, and had to be treated on the field. Fortunately, he recovered, but had no memory of the incident. At least Didier Drogba scored the winning goal, making Chelsea the winner of the match.
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even know they be going through all this. See, if I was playing, I'll probably be one of them smooth dudes in the back. You know what I mean? I ain't about to be all near the goal trying to hit it in with my head and, you know what I mean, people kicking towards. I ain't doing all that.
Number 10. The foul in the next match also occurred during an important encounter and almost sparked a brawl between the two teams. We're back in Spain in the 2011 Spanish Super Cup match between Real Madrid and Barcelona. Remember
I seen
Pepe?
Ronaldo.
Barcelona was leading 3-2, and it was already the last minutes of extra time when Marcelo had no chance of recovering the ball and brutally lunged at Fabregas from behind. Pure frustration. A straight red card. In the ensuing scuffle, Moreno pinched the ear of the Barca coach. Piqué and Ozil pushed each other, and yes, there was a lot of confusion.
Why don't they show the replay?
Vito, David Villa, Marcelo, and Ozil all received red cards and had to watch the final seconds from outside the field. Number 9.
Yo, they didn't even really show the replay. We gotta look at that one more time real quick.
A straight red. Marcelo had no chance of recovering the ball and brutally lunged at Fabregas from behind.
Yeah, that joint looked like it
Pure
hurt.
frustration. A straight red card, received red cards,
I
and
wish
had to
it was
watch the final
closer.
seconds from outside the field. Number 9. Axel Witsel was an important player for Dortmund in recent years, but when he was making a name for
Dortmund. That's who was in the finals just now. Dortmund versus Real Madrid.
himself in 2009, he was involved in one of the worst fouls, and some even called for his ban from professional football. At the time, the young Witsel played for the Standard Liège. He was part of Belgium's golden generation, and top clubs from around the world had their eyes on him. But then, during a match against Anderlecht, this happened.
These joints happen
Broke
so.
the opponent's leg,
Oh.
received a red card, and was suspended for 8 matches.
All right, I seen
He
that.
continued to claim it was all unintentional, but with the next incident, the
joints
perpetrator of the
happen
foul
so
won't be able to
fast.
escape. Simply brutal. Number 8. It's the final of the 2010
It's getting
FIFA
thirsty
World Cup in
towards the
South
end
Africa.
now.
The Netherlands, with Arjen Robben, faced the Spanish. It's the 28th minute, and the score is 0-0 when Nigel
I ain't gonna lie, the lower this get, it's starting to be like funny even watching. Like, it's kind of like, I don't be liking to see injuries like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's some injuries. Like, if y'all watch basketball, it's an injury. Whenever y'all get time, look up Sean Livingston injury. I can't even watch that. Just look up Sean Livingston injury. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. That injury looked crazy, but these look.
Dejeong turns into a kung fu fighter against Xabi Alonso.
Oh shit!
It's understandable that the Spanish players were furious with the referee because the Englishman, Howard Webb, only showed a yellow card. It's hard to believe when you see those images. Fortunately, Alonso could continue playing, and since Robben failed to score, Spain ultimately won the World Cup.
Okay,
but
so
this
that
foul
wasn't
in the
that bad.
Bundesliga didn't have a pleasant aftermath. Number 7. The injured player even sued the other player and the opposing team's coach. In 1981, Bielefeld played against Werder Bremen. Ewald Lienen tried to dribble past Siegmann. The Iron Studs cut Lienen's thigh, and I can't show you the leg photos, otherwise YouTube would block the video.
Oh, wow.
The player recovered from the injury after 4 weeks, but sued Siegmann and Otto Regal, the coach of Werder Bremen at the time. According to Lienen's accusation,
why
the player had
coach?
encouraged his teammates to commit the foul. The lawsuit failed, but the incident didn't go unnoticed. In the return match, the coach even sat on the bench wearing a bulletproof vest. There were death threats against him.
Wow, he's a winner. Yo, what kind of wow? Is that like is this Division 1 right here? Or is this like they just showing like football, like this like some Division 3, Division 4 league? Like, why he up there wearing a vest? That's wild.
Number 6. Martin Taylor also received a death threat after his foul on Eduardo. We're back in the Premier League. Birmingham City against Arsenal. Martin Taylor's
Yo, the Premier League got some little, they got some runs. I ain't gonna lie. For the Premier League if for this just to be the top 15, I done heard the Premier League a few times
incredibly
already.
brutal foul against Eduardo of Arsenal resulted in a broken tibia and fibula. The incident was so shocking that even on TV, replays weren't shown. Taylor was suspended for 3 matches. Eduardo returned to the field after a long injury hiatus, but was never the same. Number 5.
Just be killing people
Our number
careers.
5 occurred 2 years later, again in a Premier League match. Stoke
Premier again. What's up with y'all in the Premier League, man? What y'all got going on in England, man? Y'all over here just trying to hurt people, I see. Y'all got to take some of that aggression and force into the boxing ring. You know what I mean? Because y'all, the Premier League boxers, a lot of the boxers from England I ain't going to lie. Anthony Joshua been going crazy as of lately, and y'all had Tyson Fury for a while, so I can't even say what I wanted to say. Let's keep it going.
City's Ryan Shawcross entered the duel, made the first contact, and broke Aaron Ramsey's leg. Shawcross received a red card and was suspended for 3 matches. Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger and
How
the
long
rest
does
of
it
the
take
team
to
were
recover
furious.
from this shit that they be
19-year-old
getting?
Ramsey was making a name for himself in the football world, and many feared his career was already over. Fortunately, he recovered from the terrible injury and continued to play. Now let's move on to a foul that gave the player a nickname, the Butcher of Bilbao, number 4. In the 1980s, Athletic Bilbao and Barcelona had the biggest rivalry in Spain. Bilbao became champions in 1983, Barcelona won the cup, and in their 4th round of the new season, the 2 teams were set to face each other. The skillful Catalans against the tough Basques. 2 different football worlds. The
It's like
score
the
was already
old school.
2-0
They got the
for
little
Barca
shorts.
when
That's how
Maradona
basketball
received
was.
the ball in midfield.
Used to wear the little shorts in the 80s. Oh, shit.
Goicoechea brutally lunged from behind and broke the 25-year-old Maradona's ankles. Maradona had to stay out of the game for several months, and Goicoechea received an 18-match suspension.
Yeah. Some of these dudes just doing this shit on purpose. That's what I'm saying. Like, they not even attempting to, like, get the ball. Like, they're literally out there acting like they wrestling.
We've reached the top 3, and we're back in the Premier League. Number 3.
Yo, if I hear the Premier League one more time, what's up with the Premier League? These dudes is...
In 2006, Manchester City played against Portsmouth. After a corner kick, Portsmouth player Mendes rushed to clear the ball.
No.
Yo, it's like, what's the point of that? Like, what's the point of that? You see he's just going to get the ball, like...
Portsmouth. After a corner kick, Portsmouth player Mendes rushed to clear the ball.
No.
Like, what is he trying to do? Like, what's the point of what he's doing? That's crazy.
Ben Thatcher hit him in the face with an elbow for no reason. Mendes lost consciousness and had to be treated on the field.
Man, see why these dudes be wearing the bulletproof vests and all that because it's like they just out there trying to hurt people, and they know some consequences might come. I'm curious if somebody got a video of the 15 most brutal consequences to people actions in football. You know what I mean? Because this is just uncalled for.
And then taken to the hospital.
Like look at that. Like he
hit him in the face with an elbow for no
don't
reason.
even make any sense.
Mendez lost consciousness and had to be treated on the field and then taken to the hospital. The absurd thing is that Thatcher only received a yellow card.
And what kind of referee is that? Like, why would that get a yellow card? That's probably the most intentional thing we've seen the whole night.
What does one have to do to get a red card in England? Later, he was suspended by the Football Association for 8 matches and fined by his own club, being docked 6 weeks' wages as a punishment. Hey, it's not fair to hit others when you're angry, but it's perfectly fine to hit the subscribe button with force. Now, let's move on to a classic moment in football. Number 2, France versus Germany. In 1982, the two teams met in the World Cup semifinals, and the encounter was ruthless. Suddenly, a good opportunity for France. Goalkeeper Schumacher lunged at Battiston and knocked him out with a powerful blow. The player lost several teeth and suffered a spinal.
Even the goaltenders be doing this shit? I thought the goalies be like, chill. I thought they just over there trying to save the ball. Like,
goalkeeper Schumacher lunged at Battiston and knocked him out with a powerful blow.
He don't even care. They
the player
could have
lost
scored on
several
that play
teeth and
too.
Suffered a spinal injury. One of the worst fouls ever. Schumacher had no chance of touching the ball, and it seemed like he just wanted to knock out the French player. But here's the absurd part. He didn't receive any card, not even a yellow one.
That's crazy.
Germany won the semifinal, but then lost to Italy in the final. Our number 1, perhaps the most brutal foul ever, happened in England.
This about
Are we
to be
really
crazy,
surprised?
I already know.
Number 1.
In England again. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta watch some of these Premier League games or these, these people out here tripping.
Brutal foul ever happened in England. Are we really surprised? Number 1. September 1997. Manchester United was playing against Leeds. Roy Keane and Alf Inge Haaland, or rather Erling Haaland's father, clashed several times during the match. 5 minutes before the end, Keane wanted to trip Haaland, but in the process he injured himself. Haaland leaned over him and shouted to stop faking an injury, but Keane wasn't faking. He'd torn his cruciate ligament and had to be out injured for a long time. 3.5 years later, the two faced each other again. Haaland was playing for Manchester City, the eternal rival of Manchester United. Keane wanted only one thing, to have revenge on Haaland. He received a red card and a 3-match suspension, plus a fine of £5,000. A year and a half later, he wrote in his autobiography that he wanted to hurt Haaland with that foul, and the English League handed him another 5-match suspension and a fine of £150,000. But wait, did you know that due to a brutal foul, Ronaldo...
Yo, that was wild. This thing got me touching my legs right now, making sure my legs is all intact. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I be seeing stuff like that. I start feeling uncomfortable. Man, yeah, what's up with the Premier League? And what's up with England with all these rough fouls? Like, what's that about? Like, somebody let me know what that's about. It got to be more to that because there's no reason why it just, all these fouls just keep, it's always at the same spot. But other than that, man, y'all let me know some other videos y'all want to see. Yo, let me know what team to rock with. You know what I mean? I'm going to be watching the Euros. I know it started on the 14th, so I'm going to be watching it. Probably going to be going for rough, thirsty-ass England. But, you know what I mean? Y'all let me know who y'all going with. And other than that, man, I'm going to see y'all on the next one, all right? Peace.